Alrighty, good afternoon everybody. Welcome to this PIEA matchup between Penn Manor and Susquehanna. My name's Laser. I'm joined alongside Mr. Grapple today from Haverford. Mr. Grapple, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to watch these games. I haven't seen Penn Manor play. I haven't seen Susquehanna play, so this is going to be really exciting.
Yeah, well, you're definitely in for a treat today, for sure. Looking at our comps here, do you want to go ahead and introduce our comps?
Yeah, we got
Susquehanna?
On Penn Manor. We seem to have a Ramatra Sim, obviously for the TP. Cass. They don't know what they're picking on this other support, but we got Lucio and Kiri. It looks like pretty good lineup. I mean, this is looking pretty meta so far. Same thing with the other team for Susquehanna. We have Soldier, Sim TP, Czar, Baptiste, and Moira. I like this heal comp. I like it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm excited.
I mean, yeah, definitely their supports. I mean, supports, what I saw in their last game versus Norwin is that they never give up. And that's kind of been the reoccurring theme with Susquehanna, is that they never give up. And that's one of the things that I kind of always liked about them. So, map one here, control map, playing Linkshang Tower. Of course, as always, first team to get the point up to 100% will get the win for that one. So,
looks like Penn Manor is playing some good pressure here, and they just take it.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, Penn Manor, they are really stingy when it comes to not only their defense, not only their defense after they secure a point, but then just locking that down, which is something that they've strived on all year. So that's kind of going to be, that's kind of what's going to be I think the determining factor in this map. One of the things they've also done in previous games is they've also just spawn point. They spawn camp. So, I mean, anything they can do to just kind of keep off the point. And there we go.
And Lucio gets a boot kill right off the bat.
Yeah, you gotta appreciate that. Also getting down their Soldier. Looks like we got a Zarya there as well, and a Moira. So
absolute cleanup.
Yeah, you gotta respect that team kill there from Penn Manor. Absolutely wonderful what they were able to do there.
Yeah, 100%. That Zarya really pushed forward on Susquehanna. They kind of just got split apart there. The Zarya really went in deep, and then the Moira got booped off, and then they just cleaned up right after.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I've seen with Susquehanna recently is that they try going as deep as they can into the point, but what Penn Manor loves to do is they don't want them to be deep. So this is going to be really interesting to see two teams with completely different styles of gameplay. Kind of how are they going to go about that? And here we go with the Ramatra ult from
Let's see it.
There we go. I'm telling you, he loves playing Ramatra. That is his main. We also are sitting on three other ults from Penn Manor. We're sitting on that Lucio, Sorgen, and Castiel. So yeah, this is already an exciting game, and we're not even like 3 minutes into this. So yeah, it's gonna be we have a great matchup in store, definitely. Here we have Cassie's Deadeye.
Trying to see if Cass can get any like specific picks here. But,
yeah, definitely. Yep, there goes Steel. Yep, here's the Sorgen. All by Showdown, one of the greatest.
The Czar grab.
Yep, and here's Cassie's ult as well. Only getting their Zarya as well. So again, you gotta respect that. That's map round 1 of Linkshang Tower going to Penn Manor. Yeah, extremely exciting map. You want to give us kind of what you were thinking there?
Man, it was over in a flash. I really could not tell you. I think what was happening a lot was again, Susquehanna was just really trying to push forward, and Penn Manor was able to just shut it down. Every time someone was out of position, they were immediately just punished for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and one of the things that we kind of saw last game with Susquehanna, they dropped their control map. So the first one was actually 79 to 100, and then the second one was 100 to 0. So yeah, but like I said, Susquehanna is a team with a lot of resiliency. They never quit, so that is going to be one thing to keep in mind. Looks like we're running with Sumatra here for Susquehanna, getting that teleport out.
No swaps on either team.
Nope. Yeah, so definitely going to see how that plays out here for them. Here we got a Zarya trying to look to just kind of get around Penn Manor. Technically saying that not today, just kind of going in, delivering the punches, just taking. That was actually the Lucio and Cassidy that took down that Moira and Snatch. So good stuff here from Penn Manor so far.
They just now captured the point, which is surprising.
Yeah, they kind of had, I'm not sure exactly who that was, but they kind of just have one person just sitting back there, and that's often what we see from them a lot. They just have just one person sit, one of their TPSs just kind of sit back there, and then the rest will just go up to the other team's point, and, excuse me, not their point, spawn, just kind of just keep spawn camping that. We're also sitting on one ult here, steals ult.
Zarya's pushing in deep again, and I think their team tries to help, but just can't get there in time.
Yeah. And that's one of the things, here we looking at, excuse me, Susquehanna's Bastion there. Bastion, obviously one of the most dangerous players, especially in this round of Lijiang Tower. So yeah, I mean, definitely, I mean, with the Bastion, I mean, to me, honestly, Bastion can change everything, as we're seeing it here, and that's actually,
nice pick on Lucio.
Getting there, yeah, they're Lucio, absolutely amazing. They're getting shoot him down. Oh my.
Incredible visor here.
Yeah. Yeah, popping off that that ult right there, that is some great gameplay there from Susquehanna, and now also being able to take that point as well. Gotta respect that.
Oh yeah, that was they jumped on top of that opportunity. The soldier there for Susquehanna, they saw an opportunity, they took it, and the Zarya takes it too.
Oh,
but the beat comes out. Zarya forces beat. Oh, they're forced. Back to point. Let's see how this goes.
We have a Mantra up here as well. Oh my goodness. Yup, and getting eliminated by the soldier. Shroom though playing a casting, getting down their soldier.
Penn Manor's up 1 currently.
Yeah. Yeah, actually their soldier there just saved himself, popped out that healing. Oh my gosh, Zarya just went down, was sitting on 9 health there.
That's it. Wow, Susquehanna's DPS are the only ones left.
Yeah, and you aren't going to get far if you're only sitting on TPSs left and you have no support. So that is some good stuff from Penn Manor. They're obviously Penn Manor placing first in PIEA in the regular season has so far gone unspeed. They haven't lost a map so far this year. So I mean, gotta respect. Oh, here's that Bastion ult. Hello.
Doesn't get any picks though, but do they force the Ramatra out? No, they get out. The thing is, which I love about Penn Manor's support line here, is that they have super high mobility. I mean, Lucio Baptiste is such a classic support duo, and to have that extra mobility, they can just run circles around Susquehanna here. Now, Susquehanna, they have that extra support and that extra healing with Kiri Moira, but the Lucio and Baptiste, they can just really run around.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, obviously Penn Manor here taking at map 1, going up 1-0 in this best of 5. Yeah, I like some stuff that I saw from Susquehanna though. I don't think they're out yet necessarily. Obviously a best of 5 can be extremely quick, you know, especially in a game like this. You know, if you go down 1-0, then that's kind of one more game that you lose. That's kind of, then you're facing elimination there. But yeah, I like some stuff that I saw from Susquehanna, and especially we saw that in the second round of Lijiang Tower there, and that's kind of going back to that statement that they just never give up, and that's what I love about Susquehanna is they will fight until the end. They are not going to stop. They will not slow down. They just keep going, and that's what I love about Susquehanna. I don't think they're completely out yet, like I said. I actually think they have a good chance of taking map 2.
Same here.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree. They have a really good chance of taking map 2. They also, I think, a lot of the time, you know, this Zarya is really pushing in. She's really going in deep.
Yeah.
I think if you know, Susquehanna, if they can focus down even just one person, it might give them just like the amount of edge that they need to actually take these next 3 maps.
Absolutely. And that's kind of the next thing is we're going into a hybrid map. Excuse me, I cannot speak today. A hybrid map for round 2. Now we already know that Penn Manor has banned Hollywood. Okay, so Penn Manor is banning Hollywood. I don't blame them for that.
No, neither do I.
Yeah. So yeah, but we saw last game in for Susquehanna versus Norwin. They actually won that. They won that hybrid map. Now that was hybrid. Now the first round, Norwin was really close to taking that point. They were about 3.13 meters away, but then Susquehanna actually stalled them for about a good 2 minutes before Norwin, they popped a couple ults, especially with the Reaper there, and then they just kind of took that, they took round 1, but then Susquehanna, like we've been saying, they don't quit. They come through, they win round 2. So this is going to be interesting. Now, I believe that map was played on Hollywood. So I believe so. So Susquehanna is not going to have access to that for round 2.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I think they're, Susquehanna's going more kind of this brawl comp here, without that extra speed boost that Lucio gives. I really don't know what map would be good for them in this hybrid situation. I'm looking at the possible maps, and I really could not tell you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're gonna see what it all plays out. We're gonna take just a short break here. We're gonna be right back here on PIEA Esports.
We are back.
Yep, we're back. We're playing Kings Row. So Kings Row, a classic,
classic map. Of course, it's been around since Overwatch 1. I remember when I was watching the Overwatch League. This was like the map. This was the map that every team always played on because it's considered one of the best. And I mean, it truly is. It's an incredible game, an incredible map, and this is going to be an exciting game. I can tell.
Yeah. So Penn Manor is going to start on defense here. Penn Manor loves to start on defense. That's what they always do. So it's definitely going to be interesting because Penn Manor, they love to defend because they are really strong at pushing the point. So what they love to do is just defend first, and then they can just be like, all right, we know we got to get up to this point. This is kind of the comp that we have to run in order to do that, and then we can go in, win it, call it game. So that's always just one thing that Penn Manor's always loved doing, and it's something they've done all the regular season. Comps here, we're looking like looks like we're on a Ramatra.
The Ramatra mirror.
Yep,
Nice.
the Ramatra mirror. I like that. So we got the Ramatra, Bastion, Cassidy, and then we got Lucio, Ortiz. And then looking over to Susquehanna, it's all the same except for subbing out Cassidy.
With Ash.
Yep, and then Soldier.
Yeah.
So,
and then that the Ramatras. I really like the Ramatra pick. It's the only problem is that this support line. I mean,
yeah.
The Moira Baptiste is not going to give this Ramatra proper mobility that he needs to be able to move around. That's what Penn Manor has over Susquehanna right now is mobility. And that can win or lose fights. Like right now, being able to push forward with a Lucio speed boost could have made the fight go a different way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Moira, it's not, I feel Moira is kind of where the issue lies here. Moira, and we're seeing it here. Moira went down, and that's actually a great Bastion ult that Nipika just used there just to kind of did a little bit of damage, and their DPS just kind of just went off with it, along with Lucio and Baptiste. Moira is not built, in my opinion, for King's Row.
No, yeah, I agree with that. It's also the double hit scan is interesting. I feel like I would have liked something else. I mean, to be fair, Penn Manor's really good at shutting out anybody who's out of position, so maybe a flanking character would not have worked in this situation. So maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah, definitely. And here we're actually seeing Penn Manor off from Steel, kind of getting that boost out. Just went down. And actually, that's
Penn Manor just
right there.
Yeah, they just shut him out.
Yeah, and that one of the things Penn Manor is great at, and that I've seen from them all season, is that they don't allow teams to take the point. And that actually happened in their last game. The other team, we were actually playing King's Row. They didn't take the point, you know, they weren't even on the point for seconds. The other team, so I forget who it was, but it was great. Oh, here's that Cassidy ult.
Yeah, the Cass ult cannot get any kills with the ult, but can just clean up the rest of them. Oof. Yeah. The complete shutout.
Yep, and there we go. Another team kill for Penn Manor. Their Bastion actually just went down there, so
that's good for them.
Yeah.
Susquehanna can push in with this. They have more ults than them. If Susquehanna is counting how many ults they know that they're up to, they should just be able to push in with this. Yeah, and they push it with Bob.
Hello.
Incredible Bob on the ram.
Yep, Bob's actually doing something. And it goes. Yep.
Unfortunately, Bob is just not enough. Oh, but then they visor
IJV
around the corner.
Oh, geez.
Ramatra trying to get some picks.
Oh, we're eliminated by Tech there. Their Ramatra as well. Was able to get Showdown out of there though, which is great because Showdown won the most. I think that was Cherry J who said it last stream, or that Showdown is best player in PIEA. I think Cherry J said that last stream. I don't disagree with it by any means. But yeah,
the Roadhog, they managed to get a pick. Susquehanna gets a pick on Lucio. This is really good for them.
Oh, we got Roadhog.
Penn Manor has no mobility right now because of that. If this Roadhog can get some more hits, if this gets some more hooks, if they can get some picks with this, especially with this Reaper flanking right now, they might be able to get a point, get a tick.
They could be able to, but we're seeing a Bastion ult here.
We're in overtime.
Oh, hello! Round one is completed.
The Cass's High Noon just gets Susquehanna's soldier right before he can touch the point to extend overtime. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely really unfortunate for Susquehanna there. I think they showed some good signs. I think their DPSs with that Ashe. I think that was the Ashe and Soldier combo.
Oh yeah.
I think they were good. But definitely I'd like to see a little bit more from their supports a little bit. I don't feel like their supports, you know, especially with that Moira. I'd like to see maybe because we saw that Lucio. I could see possibly a Mercy possibly. No, I wouldn't want Mercy to be, too much in the air, more so on the ground. But then when they have like their Ramatra there, they just be able to shield. When that shield goes down, Mercy can just be like behind this wall, the wall towards your left, just kind of just being able to go in and just be able to provide that damage boost and that healing as well. So that's one thing I just like to see a little bit more from Susquehanna. Just that overall support combo. Improving that a little bit. We are seeing a Moira for that, as long as Baptiste, and then we're going to be running Zarya, Cassidy, and Soldier for Susquehanna.
Yeah, I was gonna say earlier, before the Zarya switched, or sorry, before their Susquehanna's tank switched to Zarya, I was gonna say, Widowmaker right out with a pick for Penn Manor.
Oh Jesus! I'm sorry there, but wow, that was crazy.
Wow, just caught Soldier right as he was running away. I was gonna say, yeah, you cannot let this Widowmaker get, you cannot let your head get in her sights.
No, absolutely not.
Oh wow! I was gonna before Susquehanna's tank swap to Zarya, I was gonna say, the Roadhog pick, they did manage to, and that was it. I was talking, and Penn Manor just gets the one tick, and they win King's Row. Wow!
All they needed.
That's all they needed. Yeah, I was saying, I really think that the Roadhog was a good pick in the way that they managed to get that Lucio. They managed to hook the Lucio and get the kill. But, I mean, Roadhog into Bastion is just not a good combo. And I'm really happy that they did swap Zarya, but unfortunately, it just didn't help them with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, anytime you have a... Sorry there. Apparently there's a bunch of players running out of the room. Apologies. Alright, yeah, so like we were saying, it's definitely an interesting comp that they were running there because, I mean, when you have a Bastion against a Roadhog, that can, especially when you don't have any shields, and especially with, I mean, talking about Roadhog, Maga, players like that, I mean, it's definitely, when you're going up against a Bastion, you can't just be a body blocker.
No, yeah, and especially with... Penn Manor is just so oppressive, and they put on just so much pressure onto the enemy team that when you're Roadhog, that no support line can help that. The Roadhog is just gonna get melted. Yeah. So it was a smart swap to Zarya.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're gonna take a short break here. Once again, going into map number 3. And actually looks like we actually may be ready to go with that. Penn Manor isn't quite yet, so we're just going to take a quick 30 seconds to a minute break, and then we're going to be right back here on Penn Manor Esports, or excuse me, on PIEA. All right, everybody, welcome back to round map number 3.
We are on Suravasa.
Yep, the Flashpoint map. Me personally, I've never been a fan of Flashpoint. But
yeah, I don't think anyone is.
No.
But if I had to pick between New Junk City and Suravasa, I think I have to go with the sites. I think I have to go with Suravasa, which I think is an unpopular opinion, but I don't know. It's just something about the point. I like the differences in the 5 points, and it's just New Junk City's very claustrophobic, and it's freaky.
Yeah, and definitely in this one, I mean, there's a lot more places where you can just kind of get just different angles, as well. Especially you know, on those points, it's easier to get different angles on those. So definitely, if you're running like a soldier or surgeon, it's definitely a lot easier just to kind of just go in and just kind of sneak up on that other team. So we'll see. Especially and actually speaking of our comp state, we actually do have a soldier for Susquehanna. Cassidy for Manor, and oh jeez.
Tracer gets an early kill. Tracer on Penn Manor. Yeah. That Tracer, I can already tell that Tracer is gonna deal some incredible damage with just all these flanking routes. They get a pick on the Baptiste.
Yep.
They're just behind. Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of the things that Shunma is really good with is that mobility on Tracer and being able just to get behind the other team without them even knowing it, and then just causing so much damage. Just kind of set Ramatra and Cassidy up to just get a whole team kill right there. That is what is just insane at doing.
Can they stagger the Baptiste? Yeah. Shunem is looking for it, and they get it.
And we're kind of spawn camping right now.
Kind of spawn camping. 45% on the point. This is not looking too good for this first point for Susquehanna.
Is it too early to say have the brooms ready? Or
might be a little too early, but you know what? We can. I still believe in Susquehanna. A part of my heart still believes in them. They got this.
I feel that. Definitely for sure. Yeah. So,
again, we're seeing that Roadhog switch for Susquehanna.
That is interesting because Roadhog is not great with its accuracy and its range.
Yeah.
So that's actually, especially in this first point here, that's kind of interesting to me. Going with that, because I mean, you're also not going to be able to, if you're down low, and you know you have the other team up on the point, you can't really get a hook unless you're extremely close to that, and you kind of get that window to actually go through and be able to get that hook.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So.
Penn Manor, the Lucio on Penn Manor side is setting up the edge for some boop kills, but Penn Manor just staggers Susquehanna as they were moving over to the second point. That was just to secure this second point just even easier.
Absolutely, and I mean both teams. I mean, definitely I can see this with Susquehanna as well. Both teams are just basically. It seems like they're fighting for their lives here, but Penn Manor is fighting just with a little bit extra definitely. Definitely, especially with that Cassidy Tracer combo. Oh, and here we're actually seeing that Cassidy all top there, not getting any kills out of it.
And also we see this Tracer mirror too for Susquehanna's side. And Roadhog gets the hook. Roadhog gets 2 actually.
Oh, Ramatra's gonna go down here.
Ramatra goes down. Susquehanna gets the point before Penn Manor can even get a tick. Before Penn Manor can even get a percent. This is good. They got a good hold on this point here. I mean, this point especially is very close quarters. It's great for Roadhog. We'll see if Penn Manor decides to do a Bastion swap. But honestly, I think Shunem here on Tracer's trying to line up something, and they must have accidentally pressed Q with that pulse. I don't know what happened there.
That's why I'm.
And Lucio tries to get that boop kill, but just misses.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, oh, here's that Ramatra. Oh, but Roadhog has his already gets eliminated by Tech though as Ramatra. I could have seen Roadhog using that ult there. Haven't he been killed there by Tech?
Honestly, I think it was better that this Roadhog didn't, because by the time he had a really great chance to be able to ult, all of his team was gone. It was essentially a lost fight. If he used the ult, it would have wasted it, and honestly, I think he wouldn't have gotten value out of it. So I think that was actually a smart play. to
Yeah.
hold on to it.
Yeah,
But you know, Susquehanna, they got 2 ults going into 3 right now, and Penn Manor has nothing. And yeah, here comes the whole hog.
Yeah,
Can they
definitely.
get any picks?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you're obviously not going to be able to get any of them. Oh, here's that shoot 'em ult.
They all right. Penn Manor's up 1. This is difficult, and yeah, I think Penn Manor takes this fight yet again.
Yeah.
Roadhog gets the hook, but he can't secure the kill.
Yeah, one of the things I've been noticing from Penn Manor a lot, you know, not just in this game, this all season, is that they, and even just watch them, because I can see our team from where I'm at, in person. They don't panic at all.
No, yeah.
Yeah, they don't. They just stay calm. In fact, I usually don't hear a word come out of their mouth unless there is a big fight, like that they are about to lose. So yeah, they just their ability to remain calm in high pressure situations, especially like what we just saw there, you know, at the end of second point there. It's outstanding because this is. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness, here's that.
We're seeing ults.
Lucio. Never seen that Lucio. Both has that right, and then that Cassidy, that Tracer is down. Roadhog's about to go down here too, along with Baptiste. Baptiste is going down. Mora's about to go down as well.
Shunem is just in their backlines, just being an absolute thorn in their thigh. They just Susquehanna's just not dealing with this Tracer.
There is a reason why Shum is one of the top 100. I think the top 100 DPSs in the entire country.
Yeah.
It's crazy. What we're able to see from him, if he's got like 10 health, he doesn't care. He's gonna find a way to eliminate his opponent somehow, some way. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how he does it, but he does it. So.
And then here's the Kitsune rush right into their backlines.
Yep.
Susquehanna, just their push is immediately shut down. Penn Manor really wanted to secure this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, here's that Roadhog ult.
The whole hog.
He's gonna get any no. And actually he's gonna go down. Actually he does take their Lucio down. JP. And then Steel taking him down. You gotta respect that.
Gotta respect it.
Yep. And I think this is we're about to end. Oh, here unless Cassie can maybe do
Third
something.
map.
No, and that will do it for today. Penn Manor is moving on to play in Wilkes-Barre Scranton on June 1st. They await the winner of who's that other what's that other map that's going on? I think today that is. Oh my gosh.
That is us. I'm pretty sure that is Spring Grove versus Haverford.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But there goes Penn Manor into the semifinals. Very exciting stuff.
Absolutely amazing what we were able to see there from Penn Manor. Now, like we said, Susquehanna doesn't give up, and you gotta respect that. So yeah, honestly, just a real solid game by both teams. Obviously, Penn Manor getting that sweep though. I like the game that I saw from Susquehanna though. I think they played a great game. It's a really hard-fought, competitive game. We especially saw that in Flashpoint there when they were able to get that second point for a little bit. Just a real solid game by both teams.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that honestly, I think Susquehanna, their team, they were kind of all over the place. I would have loved to see them really try to move as a team and focus down specific players. It kind of seemed like they were all looking at other people, and Penn Manor was really just able to take advantage of that and get them from the inside, really. So honestly, again, Susquehanna, I think they played a great game, and again, yeah, they never gave up, but I really think that they could work on that moving as a team, that communication, getting that Lucio Baptiste, maybe even like the Lucio Kiri support support duo going on that would help them, secure kills, move as a team, and overall, hopefully, just try to get those extra points, extra percentage on these points. But yeah, that is the victory for Penn Manor. They just played better. They were more aggressive. They moved and played as a team. That's something that I really noticed during this fight, is that they were super cohesive. They were constantly just together. They were moving, they were kiting together. They were just doing everything as one unit. And I think it's very difficult to push into something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have here the MVP, who some may consider the MVP of the game, Shunam here with me. Shunam, congratulations to your team. Your team is moving on to Wilkes-Barre Scranton. How are you feeling after that game? You guys are moving on to the semifinals.
We're feeling great. We got a lot of momentum going, and we're all just in the best of spirits. We want to keep this train going.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw there from your team, Susquehanna, they put up a great game there, and one of the things that we were talking about is that they just don't quit. What were kind of some of the complications that Susquehanna kind of gave you throughout that game, throughout that match that you guys kind of had to solve there?
Well, they were obviously, like you said, a very good team. Syntax had some very strong tank gameplay, and Tennis Bowl random headshots were annoying as could be. We really just had to work around our ultimates and focus our team play and move from fight to fight just as we could and be persistent.
Absolutely. Just one more question here, then we'll let you get going. Obviously, you guys are moving on. It's absolutely amazing. There's kind of a fun one here. If you could describe your team in 3 emojis, what would you describe the team as?
The 100 emoji, the crying face emoji, and I don't know. That's a tough one. I'd say like skull face.
Skull face. Well, you got to respect that. Shim, congratulations. You guys are moving on to Wilkes-Barre Scranton.
Yep.
We will see you there on June 1st. You guys think just go all the way again this year, going back to back?
That's our hope. We hope to.
That's the hope. Well, you heard it first here from Shunam. You heard it first from him. Thank you very much to Shunam for taking the time there to speak with us. So yeah, Grapple, any kind of final thoughts there for you?
No, I think I said everything that I wanted to say.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. We have another stream coming up. I do believe so. That is going to be Mr. Grapple's team. I know it's Haverford, so you want to introduce? Tell us what the next
is. It's not going to be our team actually. That's next up here. We have what team is it? We have next up. It should be Pine Grove versus CB South actually.
CB South.
Yeah, that should be an exciting one.
And then the winner, of course, I think will go on to take Penn Manor. In Wilkes-Barre, I believe so. I don't have the exact bracket pulled up right in front of me right now. But yeah, that's going to do it from me and Grapple today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, it was a pleasure being with you. And we're going to see you in Wilkes-Barre on June 1st.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today with Mr. Grapple and myself, Cherry J, coming into you with Pine Grove versus CB South, two Titans of the Elite Division coming at it. Mr. Grapple, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Man, I'm really excited. We're starting on Busan here, which personally I don't really like this map, but honestly I think that Pine Grove has the upper hand on this map. I mean, I know that particularly Chimp, their Pine Grove's tank, really likes Samoa because he does, as we see, he does have that that I'm blanking on his name for some reason. I'm completely blanking on his name. What's his name? The tank hero.
Mauga?
Malga! I completely forgot Malga's name. Yes, Malga. Of course, Malga. No, Chimp really likes to play Malga, and so Samoa is kind of his map. He loves to play Samoa. So we're looking like a pretty good matchup here. We got CB South. Looks like they're kind of running meta with Queen here, with Junker Queen. They got the Tracer Soldier and Queen, Lucio, and Kiriko. And then, we got PGA, we got Pine Grove over here with Soldier, and very similar matchup. We have Soldier and Cass, Malga, Kiri, and Lucio. So it looks like both teams, same heal comp. We'll see who will be better here. And Chimp, they trade tanks here, but it looks like CB South is still up 1.
What's up?
Yeah, absolutely. There was only solid plate really getting taken down there at the start, and that was all CB South really needed just to completely snowball the fight and take it down with ease. Going into this next one, I mean, we will see whether or not we could potentially be seeing like any changes, but it does really rely on your DPS being able to step up. And it is kind of something that, we have seen Pine Grove kind of struggle with in the past, where they are able to stay alive, but it's just kind of difficult.
100%, yeah. They get an early pick on this Queen here, PGA does, and they manage to just rotate right back to point using that Lucio speed, and they managed to capture it with 26% on CB South's side.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Does seem like we're finally going to be seeing the point swap over, and we'll see how long it's really going to take CB South to really reconstruct and start up another fight here. But as of now, it does seem like they're just playing the extremities, trying to make some kind of play come through here. But with a lot of people coming towards the Mega Health Pack on the right side of the map, we'll see whether or not that's going to be really a problem for Pine Grove. But right now, they're just playing very much team-oriented. Thanatos going for a bit of an aggressive play here. He's just going to be able to stick with his team.
And Malga just gunning him down. From what I know of, they get CB South gets a pick, gets 2 picks actually on PGA, and the beat comes out. This might actually save PGA from this push here. It seems like they're even. This could be anyone's push, and in the meantime, PGA is just racking up percentage right now on the point. They're at 55%. Yeah, it looks like. Looks like PGA wins here, wins that push.
Yeah, this is very surprising to see, for them to be on the map pick of Central Bucks, and now just like kind of being able to still take away with it. And they're like, I mean, they lost a fight at the start, but after that, it does seem like they're really just able to come back. Boyle Toddler getting shut down here. And that's going to be a while till they can bring him back. And now Chimp as well.
The Chimp, the Malga is in their back lines on their Kiriko. What is happening? Does he secure the Kiri kill? And he does! That's a great stagger. That's probably going to hold him back for another... that might hold him back for the rest of the time, but it looks like they're pushing in with the Lucio beat.
And that's going to be the pulse bomb coming in.
That was a really great Cass high noon shutdown with that pulse bomb from CB South. But it looks like PGA is just holding on tight to this point.
Yeah, this is really not looking too good here, and it does seem like we're going to be seeing Pine Grove take this first round in very dominant fashion too.
26% to 100%. Yeah, that's it right there. Ooh, wow. I think their Pine Grove's strong suit here is their tank, is Chimp. This Malga is just so extremely aggressive, and he will find a way to get behind the enemy team. He'll find a way to get behind CB South and just turn the fight around for his team. I am really excited to see how CB South tries to handle this. But I guess we'll see. It doesn't look like we're getting any swaps on either side.
Yeah, this is an insane situation already to only win one team fight as CB South. And I mean, you want to be able to take this first map. I mean, this is something that really does mean a lot for the tempo of this. So if this fails, I mean, they could just be down for the count.
Definitely. Yeah, it looks like Chimp had to back out there, but CB South gets an early pick on PGA's Cass, and also PGA's Lucio. It looks like that PGA probably lost this fight as well.
Yeah, I mean, they really... this seems to be a kind of constant with them, where they are just playing a little bit too aggressive at the start. They lose their support line, and it just kind of transfers into the rest of the round, being kind of just stalled out, and the point's been transferred already. Missing the right click, that's not going to be looking too good, but it just seems to be continuing with solid play.
Get a great pick on Kiri. Yeah, the thing is about PGAs, you really cannot let them get a good foothold. As soon as they get a good foothold, they're going to stay there, and you cannot get them out. So what CB South is doing right now is they're doing a great job of keeping PGA on their toes, and hopefully they're able to stagger this Kiri. But yeah, they're keeping PGA on their toes, and PGA's just not able to get in there and get their groove. And that's going to be really helpful for CB South.
Yeah, right now, I mean, already Bullet Toddler building up to the pulse bomb here. We'll see whether or not this gets utilized immediately here. Right now, though, they do not have like a clear target that they want to hit it with. Obviously, the Cassidy, it's a pretty good one along with the Sojourn, but it's going to be hard to be able to stick that onto the support, so we'll see how it works, but it does seem like the point's starting to get transferred here. The Hinder comes through. There's going to be the overclock. It finds the one, already getting two.
And third. PGA's still down 2. Down 3. Oh man, they were so close to capping the point, and it doesn't look like that. It just doesn't look like they're able to do it. Let's see if the Lucio can get out, and he does in his froggy ways. That was a good fight right there. Very exciting.
Yeah, this is going to be the final fight potentially. You do need to get the touch off here. It's going to be scrappy, but there is definitely a good chance that Pine Grove is going to be able to make it back onto the point. Chimp pushing it a little bit too aggressively.
Chimp has his cage. He goes right in with it, and they force out Lucio beat. But let's see if he can get any pick. Let's see if he can get any picks with that beat. And no, Kiri excuses the Lucio. This is perfect time for Malga. There he gets Lucio. It's perfect time for Malga to get these kills. Everyone is right there in a group, real up close. This is prime time for Malga.
Yeah, but with Chimp at such a low HP line, there's going to be no solution, and it's going to be going to map number 3 here with a 100-0.
Wow, 100-0. CB South completely shut out PGA from that second point on Busan. This is anyone's game. This is really anyone's game. This is a very even matchup right now, and it's incredible to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. It is very surprising that after such a rough loss on point number 1, it just seems like CB South can't be stopped anymore. And I think that a big reason of that, it was just like the general communication from Pine Grove. Like, as we saw in the final fight, there was Chimp focusing down Thanatos on the Lucio pick, but despite having him at like such a low HP line both times, none of his teammates were also shooting him, which really like kind of limits the amount you can really achieve when going to try and like play this brawl composition and try to make your plays.
Oh, definitely, 100%. Yeah, what CB South has on Pine Grove right now is that they have mobility, and you saw that. We saw that a lot last game, where the Queen may have gone a bit too forward, like what she's doing now, but then they were just able to kite her out just like that and keep her alive, exactly like that. They're just able to kite the Queen out with the Lucio speed boost. They just have way more mobility than PGA does, and I think that's going to be PGA's downfall this game, is that lack of mobility. The Kiri Moira is great for sustain, so they can take long fights, but they're trying to take fights really quick. They're trying to be aggressive. They're trying to apply pressure, and it just doesn't work when CB South can apply more pressure with that speed boost.
Yeah, it does seem. Oh, even more kills coming in.
Exactly. Yeah. If PGA wants to keep that support line, their best bet is to take long fights. They have to stand around and they have to just whittle away at CB South's health because they just have way more sustain than CB South. But if they want to continue, we're seeing a Malga swap to Roadhog, Chimp swap to Roadhog. See if you can get any picks. It looks like Tracer here on CB South is lining up the pulse. Let's see if she actually uses it this time, but it's not gonna. It doesn't look like they will.
Yeah, I mean, the overclock gets popped. They're going to wait it out, but it's not going to be worth. Chimp getting shut down. There's going to be Coco. Unfortunately, Soapok's being shut down, but that's not going to be enough to really be able to push a push off of.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough. PGA is still down 2. It seems like constantly, every fight they push in, it seems like they always start the fight down at least 1. You know, and that's really, really detrimental for their push. Considering the fact that, you know, one character, one hero can really make or break the entire game. Let's see if the Shunker can get the pick, and the pulse is wasted! Great Suzu on the Kiri for PGA, but it just looks like they're down too. Looks like another shutout fight.
The Coalescence got popped as well. It's unfortunately not going to be able to find anything. There's 3 ults built up here for Pine Grove. We'll see if any of them are going to be able to find anything. There's going to be the beat coming in, but with 10% remaining, it just seems like we're going to be fine with enough.
They have this Kitsune Rush, but they're just not going to be able to get there in time.
Oh, one of them will.
Oh, Cass on point. Cass on point with High Noon. Cass on point. He's... They okay. PGA back half there with Cass and Moira on point. Cass still has his High Noon, but he just dies before he can get it off. It looks like Moira's still on point. They are contesting this. PGA is fighting for this. They are not letting CB South get this point easily. Chimp's coming back in with Whole Hog. Let's see if he can get anyone off the map.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it though. The Kitsune Rush is here to combine with Whole Hog, but it's just not going to be able to
High Noon! High Noon gets Lucio. They're even right now. Oh no, but it just looks like they're not able to get it. PGA. The second point, or the third point, sorry, for Busan goes to CB South, 2-1. Wow. Wow. What a close game.
I mean, I guess the first and third round were a little bit close. But besides that, I mean, the second game and even early on into the third, it just looked so dominant from CB South. They could not lose. They could not be stopped, and there was no answer. We'll see if going into map number 2, there is going to be some kind of change. As far as I remember, I do know that Pine Grove plays a little bit better on the second map. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be back right after this break with map number 2 of this phenomenal game.
Stay tuned.
map.
Yep.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are returning with map number 2. Coming at us today, we are on King's Row, Scrims Row, some might say. And, Mr. Grapple, what are your thoughts on this pick?
Wow, I mean, Kings Row, we saw Kings Row last game with Penn Manor and Susquehanna. It's just such a classic map. I was telling Laser this earlier. You know, this has been a staple of like Overwatch competitive matches for years now, ever since Overwatch 1, ever since the Overwatch League. I remember, you know, queuing up the Overwatch League on TV when it was at its prime and seeing it was always a Kings Row game. It was always a Kings Row game. It was always, for some reason, Kings Row third point. It's just such a classic. It's a great choice for any team, really. And I think it's very easy for teams to be like, oh yeah, Kings Row is our best map. But honestly, I feel like it's everyone's best map, you know?
Yeah, that's very valid. I mean, it's a similar thing with Valorant and maps like Ascent, stuff like that. It's just what people prefer. I mean, I gotta agree though, you know, that Overwatch League thing, that was the first map I ever even watched Overleague on. It was London Spitfire versus Philadelphia Fusion in 2016. But we'll see whether or not this Roadhog swap is gonna be something necessary to really bring it back here.
Yeah, we're seeing some swaps here. Oh, nice hook for a Chimp on the Queen there. But we're seeing some swap ups. We're having on CB South side, it looks like they're keeping the same support line, but it looks like they're going Echo, which is actually a really great pick, especially because PGA doesn't, I mean, if you don't consider Soldier, and they don't have a hit scan. It's definitely something interesting. We'll see
I don't
how this
love
goes.
these picks, to be honest.
Neither do I. I don't really like this Reaper pick. I don't know who they're gonna shoot as Reaper.
I mean, you kind of have to target the JQ since it's going to be hard to take down the Echo and Sojourn here. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll see how well this works out for him, but I think the Cassidy could have worked a lot better, especially into the Echo.
It looks like CB South is actually up 1 at this point because they're able to get that pick on Lucio, on PGA's Lucio. Chimp's in the front lines, Roadhog's in the front line, seeing if he can get any hooks, but he has to back out. He's forced to back out. This JQ is just running him over, and he dies because of it.
And it does seem like the copy's already getting utilized. It's already over with. We'll see whether or not that's going to bite them in the future for using that ult so quickly. And while it seems like we're going to be seeing Pine Grove stacking ults here.
They're stacking ults, but honestly, it's really dangerous. The Queen ult, the JQ ult, is extremely dangerous for any of their pushes, like this next push coming up and any pushes in the future. As long as this Queen has it, it's extremely dangerous because this ult can just shut down entire pushes. Now they have a Kiri and Suzu can work, but if this like the Kitsune Rush will help, but yeah, there's so many ults that is on CB South side that I don't know if PGA can pull this through, but they do get that pick on Queen.
Yeah, being able to find the opening pick on the Junker Queen is definitely something you love to see. Taking down the tank, however, Boiled Toddler is still in the back lines. He's going to have to get a little bit farther out with Thanatos dropping to a lot of lower HP. Here's Boiled Toddler, though, with his second copy of the game. He's going in. He's trying to make the mortar pick work. Despite that, having that second
really
support line.
And he just gets gunned down by Whole Hog. These Chimp's hooks right now are on point here, able to secure these kills that Pine Grove was just not able to secure earlier.
Yeah, I mean you can't really count him out too far yet. I don't love the swaps, but clearly it's working. I mean, I would have thought that the Lucio would really be something you want to stick on, especially when you have that Reaper. But I guess you just want to completely stick your healing into Chimp and hope it works.
Definitely. It looks like CB South is really fighting for this point. They're not going to let PGA get that final tick, which could be catastrophic. The time is still ticking down for them. PGA is on a time pressure here with 35 seconds left. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's going to be Chimp trying to go for an early aggression, but unfortunately the pin is dead. There's going to be the hook utilized. It's back right now, but we'll see whether or not he can find anything. There are both DPS ults available here And it does seem like Boiled Toddler is on his 3rd copy of the game.
That is wild. Boiled Toddler is just constantly on cooldown, essentially, having this Echo ult. It looks like Soldrin's able to get one. Or sorry, yeah, that was CB South's Soldrin that was able to get one.
And Boiled Toddler swap into the Reaper, able to mow down Chimp, and that's going to be the round without capping the first point. It does seem like Pine Grove, after their first win on round 1, it's just, they're falling.
Only two ticks. This is definitely, I've seen teams win games that were tougher than this, but 2 ticks is something, it's very difficult to defend. You know, I noticed earlier, the swaps were a little questionable, but I did really appreciate that Pine Grove, you know, swapped off the Malga and decided to take a slower approach, because that, you know, hyperactive, really energetic movement, high mobility was just not working with their support line. So I'm really happy that they tried something different and they tried to slow it down and take longer fights there. But unfortunately, they were just not able to get to the point in time. But we'll see how they do on defense here. I think this slower approach is going to help them out a little more. But Thanatos on CB South's Lucio might just be able to pull CB South's team together and just run PGA over. We'll see how this matchup goes.
Yeah, it does seem like we're going to be seeing a Tor pick, and I don't totally love it. Artie is going to be over here on the Widowmaker, though. You gotta love it. My favorite Valorant player of all time. Best Omen in the world. We'll see whether or not this works. Oh no, he's swapping over immediately.
just for some checking there. For some I can't speak right now. I'm too involved in this game. We'll see if this Echo, this Echo should really, I guess the Tor pick is for the Echo, but honestly, Echo can just fly outside of the range of the turret and just take it out. Soldrin can also just take out the turret. It's very questionable. We're seeing that tank on Roadhog still. It looks like CB South is trying to play this a little slow, and Echo is trying to get some off angles here. Seeing if they can get any picks.
It's so weird how this is being played right now. It's like it just seems like so much space is being given to CB South, which, like, this is not a strat that like any team can pull off, and it's really showing right now with everyone falling.
Oh yeah. It looks like Chimp's in deep though. I don't think he gets out, and that might be the second game unless Pine Grove here is able to get out quickly, maybe with a Lucio swap, but no, it doesn't look like it. Wow, the second match goes to CB South on
that was, they had, I believe, 2 minutes left still there. That just looked way too dominant coming in from CB South here. We'll see whether or not map 3 there's going to be any type of comeback here, but Boiled Toddler, like his Reaper going into that hog, just looked insane, and we're seeing it right here. Yeah, this is the clip I thought it was going to be. It's just like he cannot lose, he cannot die, and it's really showing right here now.
He has his entire team to support him there, and honestly, that's just one. That's one great way, one very successful way to use the Echo ults there. One of the best ults in the game. Well, I guess it did just get buffed recently, so pretty good. All right.
Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Map number 3 is up on us, and we will be back right after this break. Ladies and gentlemen, we are returning with map number 3 right away here. Not a long break whatsoever. Grapple, what are your thoughts going into this? The 3-0?
My thoughts are we were just discussing this. My thoughts were they banned New Junk City to play Saravasa. PGA banned this, and I thought it was a very questionable pick, especially with this Malga. Yeah, Chimp's going Malga for PGA. It's a very questionable pick for Malga here because there's a lot of open air. New Junk would have been a lot better because everything's a lot closer. Same thing with the Reaper too. You know, Reaper really thrives. Reaper and Malga really thrives in very up close, very personal ranges. And Saravasa has a lot of open area. It's going to be an interesting game. I don't know what PGA was thinking, but obviously they have something planned, especially with that Lucio swap too. I'm excited for this game.
Yeah, absolutely. It does seem like they're swapping off the Lucio. Okay. I can't say I'm very happy with that, but we'll see whether or not this works. They're going on to the Tracer, returning off of the Echo, and it seems like Boilotod are already getting shut down from this off angle.
Oh yeah. It looks like this Tracer's trying to get this Tracer on the on CB South is trying to get some picks with this off angle, but oh, Reaper from PGA is able to just get the pick. Looks like they're even. They're up now. PGA's up with that tank pick. That's going to be critical for PGA's capturing the point here, which actually they already captured. Already 15% in. Yeah, and they're just able to shut down that push. That is the first push of the game, the first battle of the game is won by PGA. They have the point. They have a pretty strong foothold. Something that we see a lot with PGA is just as soon as they get that foothold, they're able to just stay there. Which means that for them, Flashpoint is just not that good. It's very dangerous because you have to move around your footing every single point. You have to move around and re-stabilize yourself every single time. But hopefully they're able to just hold this point.
Yeah, this is looking very scary for PGA here. They have a Reaper getting to a low HP line. There's going to be the beat coming in immediately here. Coalescence.
They're backing out. And the cage
fight.
The cage fight. Let's see if they're able to get rid of the queen. And they are. They're just
somehow the points get flipped though. Interesting. I mean, that's not really going to matter too much here.
PGA is able to catch it right back. And they're able to stagger that Kiri too. Let's see if they can get that Lucio. But no, the Lucio just gets out. The Tracer for CB South is touching to send it into overtime. But they are, I think they're giving up the point.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not looking too good immediately here.
Next flashpoint.
We'll see whether or not this one's any different. I mean, the ultimate advantage is still, it's kind of even. There's going to be a couple more ults coming up here for CB South. However, I don't know how much the impactfulness of them are going to be. You have the Death Blossom and the Kiriko Rush that can combo together very well. We'll see whether or not that is going to be the case throughout this.
Throughout this game, yeah, throughout this match. We see the CB South Soldier and ult coming out with the railgun, but they cannot get any picks. It looks like that's just another fight for PGA. Yeah, it looks like PGA has really practiced this map. It seems like they really, really know what they're doing. Perhaps this was a better pick than New Junk City, which is not what we originally thought. We have 2 ults for, actually coming up on 4 ults for PGA, and then we have 3 ults for CB South. CB South should be able to just Kitsune Rush into this and hopefully shut him out, but honestly, with that Reaper ult for PGA, there's the counter Kitsune. This can be anyone's match right here, and the shutdown from the Junker Queen.
Yeah, there's going to be the Death Blossom coming in immediately, and it finds so many kills. There's Jacobine finally getting shut down here, but with nobody alive to really bring it back here. Braden getting shut down. There's going to be the next, and it's going to be match point.
It's with 80%. with 80% on the point, PGA secures that victory. CB South might just let them have this again, but honestly, they can't reach back in time. This is very dangerous for CB South. It is extremely dangerous. They cannot lose another point, or else they lose Suravasa, and that is just extremely dangerous, very precarious for them. CB,
and it's just gonna be a clean wipe.
Another victory.
Very unfortunate for CB South here, but they are going to have to come back, attempt to bring it back again. But with using 3 ults, almost 4, definitely possible to bring it through here.
It is 100% possible for CB South. This is very dangerous. You know, PGA is on a roll right here. They have a lot of momentum, and if CB South doesn't do anything about it, PGA will continue this momentum until the end of the game. It is very difficult to stop them when they have this kind of energy going. We'll see how CB South kind of deals with this.
Yeah, the overclock gets popped immediately here, able to find the first pick of the fight, and the point gets swapped over. Already able to find the next kill onto Coco. There's gonna be Chimp as well, getting taken down. End of very clean fight. No deaths.
There we go. CB South completely shuts down the momentum. There we go. They got the point. They capture the point with PGA at 71%. This is very dangerous. They cannot let PGA get the point again. This is good. This is really good for CB South.
Yeah, I mean, you're coming into this with 1 ult, maybe 2. You can't totally hate on this if you're both teams. There's going to be Sopo coming in with his Rampage pretty soon here. We'll see whether or not that's able to find value. Obviously, against Akiriko, there's a pretty good chance you can just cleanse it out, but we'll see how this goes.
The Genji on CB South uses their blade. Let's see if they can get any picks with this. Oh, wow. That fight is shut down. CB South takes it yet again, completely shuts down PGA. With a team kill with 90% on the board. It looks like CB South manages to win this point, making it 1-2 right now on Suravasa.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's really unfortunate here, but
I still think this is anyone's game. You know, PGA, we've seen that CB South can really shut down PGA. We've seen what they can do. We've seen how PGA just can kind of crumble sometimes. But it looks like they're staying strong. It can still be anyone's game, honestly.
We'll see how this goes here. I mean, 2 ults for the support on both sides here. Sopo does still have his Rampage available. There's going to be the nice little commanding shout to open up the fight. Rampage to go on with it. The Kitsune rush as well. The Coalescence gets popped. Both teams drop the Coalescence. The beats here as well. We'll see whether or not that happens here. Champ able to pump the first payload. There's me Coco. However, a massive Death Blossom on the opposing side. Jacob being able to find 3.
That's the kind of ult that wins fights right there. This Lucio is going to get staggered. Trying to get anything, but no, the Lucio goes down, and it looks like another victory for PGA. Well, on this point, on this fight at least. They still have to make it to 100% on this point. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of unfortunate going into this. You still have 2 ults remaining. However, we're going to be seeing Artie building up to that overclock. It pops out. It finds the first. The Cage is here to try and close the quarters. But we'll see if it's able to find anything here. Massive abilities coming through immediately here. The cage fight gets removed.
Soldier on PGA still holding onto their ultimate here. Do they need it? Maybe. They're down though. So currently PGA loses the point at 71%, and they are down 1. This is very dangerous for them. They need to get out or they get mega staggered, and it's just really bad for them. JQ pushing in deep from CB South. And CB South uses Blade just to stagger them even further, just to secure that point. Oh, but PGA is able to get the kill, cancel the Blade. But yeah, it looks like that is definitely just a staggered fight. Questionable call from this Moira. It kind of seemed like the fight was already lost. Could have been a panic ult. But you know, the important thing is that they both survived and they get a fight faster because of it.
And with 100% charge right now, already having a very good chance of being able to make something happen here. We'll see whether or not that is the case. Fight comes through right about now. There's still so much that needs to happen for PGA to take it back here. 90%'s been reached. There's gonna be even more coming through here. Break it down.
Great JQ ult. This can end fights. Yeah. 3 ults had to have been used though for CB South to secure this point. And they're just pushing PGA back into their spawn. It is 2-2 right now. Everything comes down to this final point on Suravasa. Whoever wins this point will win this map. This is very dangerous. Again, anyone's game for this. Unfortunately, though, for CB South is they had to really hunker down and use 3 ultimates to secure that point. They still have the Sojourn ultimate, but and PGA is coming up on 2 ultimates. It looks like seriously, it can be anyone's map, anyone's game, anyone's point. If this is closer than I was originally expecting. This is incredible to watch.
Yeah, this is putting a little bit of a concern on CB South right now, but there's going to be the overclock getting popped immediately. Massive
Cage coming out.
Try and close it out.
Can they get... Okay, they can secure the kill. PGA secured the kill on Genji. Then they secure the kill on Lucio. They are up 1 now. They are up 1. They can still win this. It's still very winnable. The Queen's alone, and the Queen goes down.
And it's just going to be a complete stomp by Chimp right now. Going in, finding everything, and 40% is all CB South is going to get here.
44%. Here we go. This is the final map. Both teams have to hunker down. Hopefully CB South is able to capture the point before PGA can get their footing. Because it might be all over for them if PGA can get the footing that they so need. Looks like CB South's doing the same thing that PGA tried, is going up top, trying to get high ground, but unfortunately no one's up there.
Yeah, the commanding shout comes out immediately here. Coco getting shut down. There's gonna be the
Jacko Bean has his ult, and it comes out with the Death Blossom, and Forces gets the Queen, but Forces beat still is able to get the Queen before the beat comes out. That is imperative for this victory. They are even currently. Actually, they're up 2. PG's up 1, my bad. They still have the point. They're at 80%. Yeah, without the tank, CB South cannot win this push. Lucio in deep. This Reaper, they're not looking at the Lucio currently.
Oh,
this is dangerous.
Coming in here.
There's a lot of ults.
Oh,
CB South is desperate, and Chimp gets the kill on Lucio. He's looking clean. CB South's getting real desperate. And Chimp, smart, very smart, backs out. And CB South is able to get the point. They are at 50%. They managed to stop PGA at 99%. This is a very close game. It's coming down to the wire. I suspect this thing's gonna go right into overtime.
Yeah, this is really getting to the point where whoever wins this fight is probably going to be winning the rest of this map. But right now, the Rampage is here, but no other ults are even close to being available for CB South.
85%, 90% for CB South. PGA has to get on the point now. They're trying to secure some of these kills on the side, but they're just not able to do it. Are they going to be able to touch? They don't touch! Oh, wow, PGA with the C9. They are not able to touch in time. That is heartbreaking. That is a heartbreaking defeat for PGA. Wow, they must be really sad about that. They must be beating themselves up right now.
And you know it's tragic when you have Thanatos in the game chat saying C9 as well. C9. He apologized afterwards, but you know what? He knows it, we knows it. It's just over. And a 3-0 despite looking like there could have been a potential.
An unfortunate game, an unfortunate series of games for PGA, but it looks like CB South will be going to the semifinals in person on June 1st. Wow. Any thoughts? Any thoughts about that, Cherry J?
Well, I think that this is kind of like confirming that it's pretty likely that Penn Manor is just gonna win it all, because that was way too close of a match to really like say that CB South is this like phenomenal team that's going to win everything.
Definitely. Yeah. Really, both teams they tried tried their hardest. They really tried their best there. PGA was just not able to touch in time, which is heartbreaking. And CB South was able to clutch the victory. That was an incredible game to watch. That was very close, very entertaining. I'm excited to see this next game here because I'm actually playing in this next game. It is Haverford versus Spring Grove is the game coming up next. I'm very excited to play in this, and you'll all see me there.
Yeah, but for now, we are going to have our player interview with Boiled Toddler coming in just one moment here, but that is going to be right after this break. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We will be back right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with Boiled Toddler for our player interview of the match. How are you on this fine day today?
I'm doing pretty good. We beat the opposition. Secured our spot in the LAN.
I mean, I can't deny that the Ops have been beaten. Now, going into this match, was there any thoughts of like them putting up as much of a fight as they did?
To be honest, I kind of thought they put up a little more of a fight. It's kind of like it was a little underwhelming about halfway through the match. I was expecting it to be like a 50-50, like the nerves were there after like round 1 on map 1. But, you know, we ended up coming out with it.
Absolutely. Do you have like any reasoning for like how you were able to like come back after that first round?
That first round, it's just like, well, we locked in. That's all I can
That's
say.
a
We locked
perfect
in.
answer right there. All
Yeah,
right,
made sure
Mr.
Mr.
Grapple, you want to bring us in for a couple more questions here?
Yeah, honestly, I was just wondering, what was going through your mind and also CB South's mind, after PGA got those first 2 points? What was going through your heads? At the time, you guys really had to. You're on your toes. You really had to lock in with that. What was going through your head?
On the Cervasa game?
Yes, on the Cervasa game. Sorry.
Yeah. Right. So like they're playing a very North America comp, and we just kind of halfway through, we were gonna steamroll it because we were trying to play like by how our comp should play, which is just like in a brain rot speed onto people and just kill them. But they kind of picked a counter to that with like the Reaper Sojourn and then like an undivable backline. So like about halfway through after those 2 points, we made like a game plan adjustment where we just take ludicrous angles because they did not have enough speed to chase us down, and
Yeah.
worked out pretty well. As you can probably
Yeah,
tell.
it definitely did work out. All right, that is it then. That's all the questions I have.
Already.
All right, well, just to end us off here, I mean, Boyle Toddler, you got anyone from your team or just like in general you'd like to thank for this match and bring yourselves into the semifinals here?
Hey, I'd like to thank Little Pothole, like number one Little Pothole. He carried this entire team, and our coach and like mentor, advisor, Johnny Neighbornuts. He's my guy, right there. He like single-handedly carried this team. But yeah.
Okay, thank you so
Incredible.
much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it from us. Thank you, Boyle Toddler, for joining us here today, and we are going to be heading out now.
Yes, stay tuned for the next match, which is Haverford versus Spring Grove.
We'll see you. Are you going to land a cast? I'm confused.
Most likely, apparently.
Okay, we'll see you there then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome,
keep
ladies and
it down on
gentlemen.
that
We
chair.
are here with match number 3 of the night. Haverford is coming in. Mr. Grapple is playing right now. Unfortunately, he is not going to be here today. We'll see whether or not that's going to change in his gameplay. I mean, right now, both teams looking to take this match in fashion. We'll see whether or not that's going to be the case. I mean, both teams coming out of the gates here. One already having a little bit of an advantage using SimTP here. We'll see whether or not that's going to be a totally necessary thing here. Already, the damage is coming through. See, I mean, nobody's really opting in for any over-aggression. However, this side of Haverford is definitely playing a little bit more aggressive, and now at least playing the point completely giving it up. That's not what you want to see whatsoever. We'll see if that's going to matter, but both supports getting traded out for both sides. Spring Grove definitely having a bit of a comeback right now after a complete... I mean, like, it didn't look good for them. They gave up the point immediately, but 7% is all that's going to be found for the side of Haverford. Going into this next little bit of a fight. It is interesting seeing this venture come through here. It's been a while since I've seen this, and especially with this type of composition, running a double flex support with a venture is definitely interesting. Not something I've really seen a lot in pro play, but Lag Pixel getting shut down immediately here. Maybe this is something that's going to work for them. There's Mr. Grapple as well, getting shut down. Boom Pilot as well, and it's just going to be a complete massacre here. And Spring Grove completely rolling this lobby. Going into this next fight here, I mean, it really does seem like Spring Grove can't be stopped. They still have 2 ults coming up here, along with another one right about now, and everyone is so close. Boom Pilot still nowhere near his grab, and I mean, Pi as well, not even close. Lag Pixel getting shut down immediately. There's going to be the not the immortality, and they completely ult dump here. Interesting play. That is probably going to be their downfall if I had to take a guess. Obviously, you already have 65%, but with so many ults coming up, and okay, Boom Pilot swapping off of the Zarya, sorry. Definitely an interesting pick, but there's still going to be a Terror Surge coming in immediately here, along with the ultimates from the Venture here. We'll see whether or not either of those are going to do much against a copy, against a beat that have already been utilized. There's Lag Pixel dropping that in. There's going to be the Deadeye. It finds Dogma, and they completely ult dump now. Only 1 ult remaining. We'll see whether or not they're going to be able to find anything with that, but you know, Haverford, they take it back at least. And it's just step by step. That's all they need to do to be able to bring it through in this match. Coming into this here, we'll see whether or not we're going to be seeing this stay in the favor of Doomfit. Okay, never mind. Black Pixel gets shut down immediately. There's going to be the next one coming in. The Eagle getting destroyed, and with everyone falling down, the points flipping back, and Haverford has lost that lead that they gained. They are officially at that 100% mark. That is not good. That is not good whatsoever for Haverford. Spring Grove gonna appreciate that a lot. Getting 38% down isn't the greatest thing ever. But we'll see whether or not this is going to really change anything here. I mean, Eagle, Lag Pixel, both switching over to the Flex DPS here. They're really just running that composition, trying to get damage out. Not really many characters to like take specific flanking angles, but we'll see whether or not that's going to change anything here. Going into it, the Lag Pixel switching over to the Symmetra immediately here. TP will get utilized, but you know, that's not totally needed from this defensive side here.
Early. Yeah. It was GG's #1 hit.
Instantly going into this fight here. Man of Joshi coming into us Blue Pops, how are you today? Going into this second map, you didn't miss much, to be honest. Both teams really just trying to push for the fight here, but it's not really going to happen. It just seems like Spring Grove is just completely overtaking this.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, Dogma, they're finally going to be able to take this. I mean, this is exactly what we saw in the first map. It was literally just a complete overtaking of Haverford onto the point, and then they just slowly lost it, and it just completely, like, fell away from them. So we'll see if that stays the case here.
Yeah, like, what the dog?
Yeah, I mean, we got a Zarya pushing on the right side here. They're going to try and play for positioning, but it just seems like they're breaking this bubble, and they're not really capitalizing upon it. And it seems like this might be their downfall, to be honest.
Oh shoot. They're in a weird position here.
Wait, what even happened there? That grab just like, did that even come out? I'm so confused. I thought the grab came out, but I guess not. And that's just going to be a complete team wipe. And I mean, what even happened? Haverford just completely lost it. They looked good.
That was pretty surprising.
Going into this.
They were cornered like on an opposite side of their spawn.
This is already like they're going to try and ult dump by the looks of it. They're already dropping the coalescence. They find the first pick. It does seem like they're going to just not really try and do anything, but I don't know what they even used that coalescence for, since their tank still died early on in the fight here. And okay, I guess my idea of Spring Grove being the ones to not ult dump was just not the case, and they're going to go in, use 4, and win the fight.
Yeah.
Right now, though, I mean, they're finally going to be able to match the point progress that Haverford has already launched in, so we'll see if this is enough, but as of now, I mean, there's so many ults coming at them. Oh, and this is going to be the ult dump that you wanted to see last fight, but it's coming in now. There's going to be Kitsune Rush coming in early. Overdrive from both sides coming in. Boom Pile shut down immediately. That's going to not be good whatsoever. Eagle getting taken down as well. It just seems like Spring Grove cannot falter. They cannot die. And that's going to be the next fight going in their favor.
Yeah.
Hopping over to the Rhine here, we'll see whether or not this is really going to be the pick you want. I mean, you're playing into a Zarya, which is something you do like to see. It's going to be a little bit of a good pick. We'll see whether or not that's going to matter, though. Already baiting out the Immortality Fields, forcing out the bubbles as well. Coalescence comes up, keeps the teammates alive. There's going to be a Venture to low HP on, but it's not going to matter just about yet. Lag Pixel can take it down early. Dogma, however, the tank of this Spring Grove lineup is going to be taken down, and that's not going to be good, but Boom Pilot's going to get traded out. Zan getting shut down as well, and it looks like we're going to be seeing a bit of a stalemate here. We'll see whether or not this is going to be affecting anything, but a Moira pushing in way too aggressive, and that's going to be Mr. Grapple falling down. The TP comes out. There's going to be the cleanse as well. No utility remaining. They're trying to back cap the point with Psycho Toes falling down. It does seem like this Sojourn is going to back off. However, Dogma's back, and he is returning. Point gets switched over. And there's going to be Haverford living for another day. Going into it here, we'll see whether or not this is going to affect anything here. But there's already going to be an overclock utilized. Boom Pilot shut down immediately. There's going to be the Kitsune Rush coming in on top of the grab, and it's not going to matter.
That was a massive grab.
That's just going to be the point. I mean, Blue Pops, this really does seem like nothing could change.
Really? Wait, what?
I mean, dude, you look at this, and both teams, I mean, it looked like Haverford was playing, like, way more proficiently towards the start of the round, but then as soon as they, like, output maneuvered, it's like they were cooking way too much, and then, like, the stove just caught on fire.
Okay.
I mean, that's the only analogy I can really think of. Because, like...
Stove caught. I actually respect that. No.
I mean, like, how else do you describe this? Like, we saw...
I think Psycho Toes needs to, you know...
He needs to psycho the toes more. That's what... I mean, like... I don't know. I feel like he was probably one of... I mean, he was definitely putting an impact. But throughout that whole match, it was just this Sojourn and this Zarya really putting in the numbers.
Yeah, it was definitely the Sojourn.
I mean, I don't know. Like, you look at this Haverford lineup, there was, like... There's nobody on this lineup that, like, actually looks, like, impressive to me. Like, I know that, like,
really
sounds bad. But it's like, who would you say right now is your MVP?
It's their value as an overall team. Have you seen, like, their positioning? Just, like, you were spectating, like, the Sojourn standing back. Like, you can see a lot from that. You can see, like, they have, like, a near perfect position. And that's just hard to beat anyways.
I mean, I guess, but it's, I don't know. I feel like you need somebody to really go for the plays and, like, attempt to try and make something happen. And when they weren't really going...
Dogma.
Like, Dogma isn't on their team, though.
That's not...
I was talking about the red team, because I'm saying, like... Well, so my thing is, I think that Dogma and the person with the Chinese letters, I don't even know if that's Chinese. It's some other foreign language.
I think
they are definitely the two most important players on this team. But then you look at, like, this team from Haverford coming at us. It's like, I don't know, like Boom Pilot. He's attempting to try and counterswap the Zarya with Orion, but he's just playing a little bit too aggressive. It's the same thing with Eagle. It's the same thing with Lagpixel. I mean, I think just all of these players, it's like they're trying to, like, go for these individual plays, but then it just fails every single time. And I don't know, maybe we'll see if something changes.
They're doing too much.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
yeah, like,
you could literally just run Ryan Bastion and you'd be better.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see if that's going to change on this map of Hollywood here, since this will be the map of Haverford's pick, so who knows. Maybe we won't have to trash talk him too much in this next map.
Yeah, I digress.
Initiating match.
But yeah, I don't know. This really does just seem like both teams are trying to make some kind of, like, improvement in their play. We'll see if it's gonna happen here. I mean, I expect to see that Zarya come out. I don't know whether or not. I honestly couldn't even, like, begin to imagine.
Improvement as in like short term. What do you mean improvement?
Well, they're not. They're trying to change based on what the enemies are doing, and I think that especially.
So just adapting.
Yes, because right now I don't hate this composition coming out from Haverford, but okay. I was gonna say I don't totally know where, like, that Lucio is even gonna go with, since as we saw in the first map, it's like the over aggression was, like, so much there, especially is at a Moira level. It's like when you're playing Lucio, you're super fast, so you're going to be even more, like, inclined to try and play aggressively, which completely was capitalized upon.
I don't think I really saw that much, but I get what you're saying. No. Yeah.
Attackers incoming.
I think it's weird we're playing Illari here, but you know what? If they can do it, they can do it. So I won't even, like, say anything about it.
Food is food.
Food is food. That is definitely a correct response. We'll see whether or not that food is going to be eaten up today. Anti-nade hits immediately, and oh my gosh.
The dive. Oh,
Haverford is here.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal play there. Anti-nading the height and then just completely having your Winston dive upon it. And okay.
That was complete domination.
I think that Haverford is going to win this 3-1. That was insane.
Yeah, there's not much you can say about that at this point.
And going forward here, like, what you got, your Illari still playing. I mean, it's an interesting pick to stick with. We'll see if it's going to be able to find anything here, but there's going to be an echo swap coming in here. Oh, and Boom Pilot completely shut off the high ground. That is tragic, to say the least. And I mean, it seems like Boom Pilot is getting ready for an aggressive play. There's going to be it. The Nano comes through onto Boom Pilot here, but there's so much just complete CC coming in, pushing him off the high ground, and it's not stopping yet. And there's the overclock getting dropped out.
The Winston is
And it just seems like Boom Pilot's going to have to run away. It finally seems like this side of Spring Road is finally coming back and really showing what they're capable of here.
They still have 4 minutes, and they push the payload like 2/3 to the checkpoint. So
Yeah, I mean,
you
still have like a ton of time. They're probably going to be fine, at least for a little bit.
That feels much better.
But the ults are there. The ults are so there for Spring Grove. They have 4 that are in their arsenal. And I mean, there's going to be a couple ones coming in, but it just doesn't seem to be happening right now.
I feel like you're glazing a little too much here.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no, I definitely am. But like, you look at this, like Lagpixel just dropped his pulse bomb. You can't be doing this. You need to be able to take this point, and when you are going for these plays that you, like we were talking about earlier, it's like you're going for it, but it's just not happening. There's the Nano coming in, and they're going to be ult dumping to try and win this fight. We'll see if it's going to be able to happen, and it does seem like the answer is going to be yes. Both ults already being expanded here, but that overclock as well getting dropped down, and there was nothing that really got traded out for it, which is actually very odd. I mean, they used the copy, but that's about it.
Wow. Checkpoint already.
And it just seems like we're going to be completely seeing this team come through here.
Yeah, it's looking devastating. Still 3 ultimates. Hopefully get to see some kind of opposition, you know?
Oh, we'll see what happens here. Already, utilizing that right click at 100% is not what you want to be seeing, but we'll see whether or not that's going to change here. Sleeping Monkey's turret is already destroyed, which, I mean, it's going to lower your healing output by a decent amount.
Oh.
Terror Surge comes in, able to find a PIEA best.
Sojourn died there.
Even more kills.
Like
we'll see if Boompot's able to get out. But
yeah.
fortunately, he's able to get out. Going into this, though, I mean, it's going to be difficult to really be able to
Still
take
have
this.
the bad Bellari. Oh.
Yeah, there's the Kitsune coming in, pulse bomb, able to get the stick off. There's going to be even more massive trans, and it's going to be even more value coming in, and this is going very fast.
Oh, this is... That was a tragedy.
I mean, this is a game you'd expect to be close. The number 4, number 5 seeds going up against each other, and unfortunately, both teams really don't want to lose this.
See it. Oh.
And that's going to be Lagpixel getting shut down as well. PIEA best. Dogma's able to find the 2K. Will this become a 3K? It seems like it's going to be found. PIEA Dragon. And it's going to be a hold for at least a little bit longer.
That was a very close hold. They almost won there. Won the point.
I mean, able to take it in such a low amount of time. Unfortunately, there's no ultimates remaining. So to be able to really... I mean, you're going to be playing this in a very scrappy situation.
on the Doomfist. Interesting.
And we'll see how well that's going to be able to play into the Roadhog here. Going into this Bash and Turret form, already utilized. Boom Pilot taking pressure. Let's see, I mean, just getting stunned out. Put down to a low HP line. A hook gets utilized. Big Pen also down. But it does seem like this pylon is going to get traded out. This stalling situation is only going to benefit the side of Spring Grove. Something needs to change, and something needs to change now, and it's going to be the case. 3 kills down, 4 is going to be the answer. And with only a minute remaining, it does seem like we're going to be seeing this go into a 1-to-1 scenario. If this, I mean, how can you not bet on Lower Moreland, or not Lower Moreland, sorry, I don't know why I keep thinking they're here, but Haverford.
Just happened.
This team can't be stopped, and it's just showing even more right now.
Initiating match.
As of now, though, I mean, we're going to be in a situation where you need to be able to beat this with 57 seconds or more if you really want to be able to take this from Haverford's grasp, since, I mean, it's definitely a possible thing, and as we saw...
This is still winnable. Both sides.
Yeah, 100%. I mean...
57...
I don't know, I gotta give a little bit of an advantage here.
It might have seemed like they did very well, but 57 seconds at the end is not a lot. But when you think about all the fights that they got into, they did actually, like, it was sort of balanced. You know what I'm saying?
Don't put words
Yeah,
in
I
my
mean...
mouth.
I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I think that the Haverford's attack, especially in the first point, was, I mean, it looked really good, but it's very difficult to really replicate that.
Yeah.
So we'll see whether or not this Ana is going to be able to do the same thing, find the anti-nade, put somebody on top of him. Obviously, Boom Pilot no longer on the Winston, so we'll see if that's going to really affect how this plays out.
With the Ramantra this time.
Dogma playing very aggressively here, which, I mean, his utility usage looked very good
so far, it looks like.
I think that it's mostly just like the general fact that you have a Lucio right behind you, you're going to be able to do something. Already he's building that ultimate 37%,
Lucio
40.
is fantastic in this situation.
And everyone falling to a low HP line. There's going to be the kills coming through here. And Haverford,
wow,
despite a good-looking first appearance on this map, has just completely crumbled.
That is what, not even an upset. That's just like shocking. Both teams were able to capture first point so easily.
With 5 minutes remaining, the first kill comes in. Mr. Grapple shut down. And OK Dragon taking way too much pressure here. We'll see whether or not that's going to be an effect of future fights. Going into this, it's going to be a very difficult thing to really overcome. We'll see how well that... Free ultimate. Yeah, there's going to be the Kitsune Rush coming in immediately along with the beat. That's going to be a counter ult, but that's going to be a massive play from Boom Pilot to completely push onto it. That's the next one coming in. Dogma completely shut down, and with 3 ults remaining, obviously there's going to be none for the side of Haverford now, which is not great, just ult dumping on the defense, but we'll see how well it works.
So 3 ults forgot.
Well, there's going to be the majority of the ults coming in for Spring Grove here, and they're going to be popping them early on. with a 2K with the Annihilation. Just keep going for more. The Vortex doesn't find much, however, it's still going to be the damage, and Dogma is not slowing down whatsoever. Youngzon able to find Lag Pixel, a massive pick to open up any type of engagement. They swap over to try and counter. Oh, and the C9 occurs. Second one today. Okay, Dragon able to finish this off with the 3K, and that's going to be the fight completely in the favor of Spring Grove here. 4 minutes 30 on the clock, and okay, they use beat.
Yeah.
Most useful beat in the playoffs, 100% guaranteed. And they're just completely swapping up their support line, and they're just swapping up their team from the side of Haverford here, moving over to the Malga, moving over to the BAP, and also the Zen is coming out here.
That really helps.
It's honestly a really weird pick to go Zen here, but we'll see how it works.
Yeah.
I mean, you have so much burst damage. Oh, and there's gonna be the kills coming in. Excavating the ground, finishing the kills. I mean, the Zen pick is fine. The problem is there's no healing to deal with the Pharah, and the barrage is here, and the barrage is good. And that's gonna be 3 minutes 40 seconds left to completely finish this out. Yeah, I think that there's a chance that Spring Grove might win this.
Switching sides.
Well, you saw how both teams are still able to put up a fight. Like the second when Spring Grove was pushing, they might have won most, like, all of their fights, but it's still anyone's game. Like,
Ready for battle.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see whether or not it's going to work here. Obviously, we're going to be seeing Haverford on the attacking side first here, and they're going to be going with the same strategy they had first round. They're running the Ana, they're running the Winston, they have Lag Pixel on the Echo. Their dive can be good. We're just going to see if it's going to work.
no Sojourn this time, which is a little interesting, but
one more mission, huh?
it'll probably work the same. Yeah.
Repositioning. What's up?
Yeah, we'll see how well this goes. I mean, both teams, they're going to want to really, they're going to want to finish out early on this first point, which both teams have been shown to be able to do. However, this Pharah pick might be a downfall, seeing as there's so much counterplay to it with the Echo, with the Cassidy. That's gonna be the lamp already utilized. They just keep diving down. And yeah, this is just gonna be the point. Instantly cap out.
I told you, anyone's game.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think I could have expected them to take it with only utilizing 40 seconds.
Well, they were able to take it easily last time as well.
I guess you're right, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see whether or not this is going to be able to continue on to the second point now that they are in overtime. One fight loss, one step off the cart could be your downfall. Swapping over to a Doomfist here is definitely an interesting pick. We'll see how well that works. I mean, he was on the Ramatra, but oh, Eagle at a low HP line already. Cleanse getting used, and that's gonna kill everyone.
Cass is down,
and it's just right after this point gets pushed.
31.55 meters.
I mean,
that is setting up Spring Grove for the victory. This map.
Yeah, we'll see how well this goes. I mean,
3 minutes 46 for capturing the point and pushing for about, like, what, 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was insane. I mean, right now you do kind of need to win this.
It's all gonna depend on this first point here, like how long they can hold it. Mauga. I think that's an underrated pick.
I mean, it is. I think that there's a lot of play that you can do with Mauga, as we saw in the earlier match today with Chimp playing it. But I don't know how well I'm really going to be expecting this to work out against a Pharah, and their only real like counter to it is Eagle. Since, yeah, I mean it could work, but I just don't see it. Also, I mean Orisa is literally just the counter to Mauga, so that's
What
another.
doesn't Orisa counter?
Well, I mean, Orisa isn't really good into like D.Va, Winston, characters that can jump up onto high ground since you don't really have that vertical elevation. But we'll see whether or not that's gonna matter. And Eagle already shut down, giving this far all the room in the world.
Oh,
There's really no supports to heal him either.
Are you talking about on Spring Grove side or?
Yeah, because they're running Baptiste Lucio, so there's not like a lot to help the Pharah, but it doesn't seem to matter whatsoever. Yeah, and that's the point, with 3 minutes remaining. Taking no time whatsoever to just completely move in, find Eagle already. And that's going to be the win condition.
Looks like.
And that's going to be a lag pixel, shut down immediately here.
Here's the Mauga making his last stand.
Yeah, the last stand is here, unlike with Spring Grove or Pine Grove's match. The Immortality Field is really coming into clutch here. It's finally going to break down. There's going to be the first one come down, or Mr. Grapple as well. And that's going to be the fight.
There's Result.
And that's a 2-0 lead coming into map number 3 here. We'll see whether or not Spring Grove is going to be able to finish it off. But ladies and gentlemen, we will be back right after this break. See you soon.
This ends now. Justice reigns from above.
Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen. We are here with map number 3 right now. Spring Grove up 2-0. We'll see whether or not they're going to be able to make it maintain throughout the rest of this and go into a 3-0 situation. The compositions are out. The characters have been selected. And I mean, it's interesting to say the least. I mean, I wouldn't have really expected it, but we'll see how this works.
Hey there.
Hello.
Hi. 5, 4.
And going into it, the spawn doors are opening. We'll see how well this Pharah pick is going to maintain. I mean, we saw it work very well on the first map, but now Lag Pixel is switching over to the Trace. I don't believe we've seen him on this yet. We'll see how well this goes on. He's trying to take this left side mega health pack resources. We'll see how well this goes, but it just seems like it's the same thing except in the opposite scenario, where Haverford is trying to play for actual positioning, while we're seeing Springgrove just play for the point, which we saw this in the first map being completely opposite, and it went in the favor of Springgrove. So we'll see if Haverford's going to be able to take this, doing the same thing that they were doing in the first map. Point is getting capped. Lag Pixel forced into using his recall there, and he's forced to back up. Still 36 HP. He cannot find anything here. The heals come out onto him, but Boom Pilot at such a low HP line without the healing really there. We'll see how well he's going to be able to maintain this. Eagle getting shut down immediately here. I mean, you can't even like make this up. 40%'s already been found, and I don't think we've even seen Haverford touch the point once. This is not looking good. Boom Pilot bringing up the barrage. I mean, this really just isn't what you want to see.
That was interesting. Did you see this? Supports. They had 2 flex supports on both teams.
Yeah, it is weird that they just completely opted out of the Lucio, but you know, I mean, wasn't working earlier, so maybe they just completely wanted to diverge away from it. Oh, and this is going to be a lot of ults coming out immediately here. Boom Pilot falling out of the mech. There's going to be the Pharah finally shut down into PIEA as well, getting taken down by the Coalescence. Coalescence wastes all of its resources out on killing somebody. Eagle as well, getting shut down. There's Boom Pilot as well, and Lag Pixel is going to fall behind in the last. And a 100-0. Not what you want to see whatsoever.
Secure. Next flashpoint temple.
Going into this, we'll see whether or not we're going to be seeing this go into a 2-0 situation here, because right now it is looking like it. The point already being set up by Springgrove, and their ultimates are in key right now. Only a Deadeye available for the side of Haverford. A little bit of damage already going on onto Lag Pixel, and everyone on this team is getting such low HP lines. Eagle able to find something. It's not going to matter though. Surge Grapple going to be able to get a decent amount of damage. There's going to be Dogma as well with the Terror Surge, able to find another one, and it's just going to be a clean sweep, not losing a single player.
Is Ify watching? Misery made manifest. Hello.
Bastion swap incoming. Interesting to say the least. Trying to just mow down this Pharah with double hit scan and a Diva to go with it. We'll see if this is going to be enough, but as of now you really do need to be able to touch the point, and you need to do it now since 40%'s been accomplished, and it's, you know, you're going to have to contest this point for at least a little bit before you're able to take it. Tactical Grenade goes out early on, not going to be able to find anything. There's going to be the Immortality field. Eagle getting shut down immediately here. And you're able to find the value, which is what you want so badly. There's going to be Boom Pilot dropped out of mech. Lag Pixel falling down behind. 65% being found, and nobody even is going to be able to contest at this point. By Best getting shut down. There's the Pharah finding both. And it's going to be a team fight down. And it finally seems like Haverford is going to go and take this point.
Next flashpoint ruins.
Attack the objective. Attack the objective.
Now, right now, we are in the last stretch of the map here. One more point remaining, potentially. Eagle has the Deadeye. There's a self-destruct to go along with it. And without any type of shield, it's going to be difficult to really be able to do anything. But the Lag Pixel getting shut down by the barrage. able to find that early pick is going to mean so much. Boom Pilot getting mauled down by the Coalescence, and it's going to be over. Both the DPS are down. There's a PIEA Best getting shut down as well, and the point, despite being set up by Haverford, is not going to be in their favor.
Hey there. I can dig that. Hello.
4 ults have been stacked up for this side of Haverford here. We'll see if they're going to be able to take the point with it, but there is going to be a Terror Surge coming from Dogma, as well as most likely going to be utilized with a massive Amplification Matrix, and it finds Dogma immediately. There's going to be the next one coming in. So many ults are used that didn't need to be, but I mean, at least they didn't decide to go for a beat or a Deadeye. Fight's over. We'll see whether or not that's going to matter. I mean, you still have some, but it's not very impactful stuff. Your DPS line doesn't have ultimates that really can take the space and just like show your dominance. We'll see though. I mean, you have that beat still to really help keep up your Cassidy while he's in his high noon, but ready. The fight's coming in with only 52% being found. You need to end this, and you need to end this early if you are Spring Grove. And you can do whatever you want if you are this side of Haverford here. It's all up to you. But the beat comes through. It finds nothing. And so many ults are being countered with Lag Pixel going to be able to get shut down immediately here. 60%'s been found. And right now, both supports down. It just seems like this 3-0 is incoming. And a massive artillery fire going to be able to move some of the opponents here. Forcing out the Immortality Field. There's going to be Eagle dropping the Deadeye, able to find one. There's the cleanse getting utilized. There's going to be Dragon as well. Dogma getting the kill, but it's not going to matter, and it's going to be the point going in the favor of Haverford. And it looks like they're finally going to be able to take one with such a low amount of time to really be able to come back here. Psycho Toes getting shut down early. One more attempt. We'll see if this is going to be possible for a 2-2 situation to come out as we saw in the previous match. It is likely. I mean, even if you're up in a 2-0 lead, Flashpoint is just one of those games where anything is possible.
Let the Kitsune guide you. Excavation.
Yeah, immediately here, Kitsune out. There's going to be even more coming in. Coalescence counter it out. We'll see whether or not that's going to work. There's still the Diva Bomb coming in, and it's going to come out early. Self-destruct does not find much. It's going to be able to get down the Immortality Field. We'll see whether or not it's going to be able to find a lot. The Lag Pixel playing behind this Mega Health Pack. We'll see whether or not he's going to need to use it. There's going to be massive pick onto the far right here, but Boom Pilot forced out of the mecha. There's gonna be Lag Pixel shut down, and OK Dragon finishing this out. Youngzen as well. Psycho Toes able to finish out the last of the support line. Boom Pilot back in his mech, but he's going to try and opt in for a back away.
Much better.
Within my reach. Sure.
And going into this, we have 60% already found. You need to make the touch, and you need to make it now since their percentage is so low right now. 90% being found on Eagle. They have the ultimate advantage, but I mean, you need to make a big ult here, and as long as that Orisa finds one little javelin onto you, you're going to be out of this Deadeye. We'll see if he's going to be able to make something happen here. But there's the Justice raining from above, able to find the first. There's going to be the beat coming in. It's going to be caught out. PIEA Best able to find the kill, but with such a big Deadeye, able to force out the Immortality Field, put people to low HP. Deadeye not going to matter though, because Eagle gets shut down, and it's just going to completely just get destroyed. I mean, Young isn't getting shut down. Boompot at a low HP line. He needs to make something happen, but the pressure is too much. It's too high, and it's going to be over. Pressure makes diamonds, and pressure makes Haverford lose and put Spring Grove in the semifinals. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it from us today for a phenomenal match. I mean, you can't even complain. I mean, it's just going to be over. Tomorrow, we're going to have our final match of quarterfinals with Everett versus Garnet Valley. But besides that, this is going to be it for the Overwatch until semifinals. See you then.
What? The dogma.